the course of this project, we learned a great deal about different technologies through a process of trial and error.
The camera that we filmed with was the Canon 1100D. To film the preliminary project, we only learnt the essential controls of the camera, like how to record and then how to see what we'd filmed. However, this was just the basics, so to film our opening sequence, we had to learn the specifics about the workings of the camera. Looking back at the first lot of footage we filmed, we found that many of the shots weren't properly focused. And because of the camera's small screen, we didn't notice. This meant that we needed to learn how to properly focus the camera so we could be sure the shots were of a good quality.
After we changed our initial idea for the sequence, we went into Southampton to film wide shots of the city. Before recording each shot, we paid special attention to the focus box on the live view. When it turned green, we knew the shot was accurately focused.
The camera expects to be filming or taking pictures during the day, and attempted to compensate for the low light we filmed in, so we had to research what settings would be appropriate to recreate what the eye would see. We filmed the sequence, particularly the cityscapes, with a small aperture to allow us to capture a wide depth of field.
Premiere Pro was the program we used to edit our original footage and create a coherent sequence. To import our footage, we click Select and then Import before choosing the files we needed. A basic tool on Premiere Pro is the razor tool, used to crop the footage.
In some shots, we felt we had to adjust the scale and positioning using the effect controls on Premiere Pro. We selected scale and dragged the mouse either left or right until we were happy with it. As the scale was increased, the footage became more pixelated, so we had to be specific with how we did it.
We wanted to reuse some of the footage of Hayley. To make this less obvious, we flipped some shots horizontally. We did this by dragging the distort effect onto the shots and finding scale under effect controls. We changed the scale to -100%, which flipped the shot.
The sound that came with the original footage had to be deleted, so it wouldn't be heard over the soundtrack. We had to unlink the footage from the sound layer to delete it independently without affecting the footage.
The transition that we used was called Film Dissolve, found under Video Transitions on Premiere Pro. We dragged the effect from its folder onto the end of each shot. This then made the sequence appear softer and less harsh, which corresponds with our soundtrack and generic expectations.
We felt that it would look more atmospheric if the footage of Hayley was slowed down and made translucent. To do this, we selected opacity under effect controls and dragged the mouse to the left until we were happy with it. All of our footage of Hayley had an opacity of 60%, making the location visible through her. To slow down the footage, we right-clicked each shot and selected speed/duration, changing the speed to 65%. We had to be careful when doing this because the slower the speed, the less frames per second, creating a stop motion effect that we didn't want.
We used a green screen to film Hayley dancing so we could erase the green in After Effects. To create the double exposure, we dragged shots of Hayley up to the second layer of visuals. We right-clicked on each shot and selected Replace with After Effects Composition. We saved each shot to ensure we wouldn't lose it. We selected Keylight 1.2 under Effects and sampled the colour of the background so it would be erased. We clicked on Screen Matte to differentiate Hayley from the erased background and clipped the white to remove any black grain on Hayley. We clipped the black if necessary and changed it back from Screen Matte to the final result. We saved again and Adobe Premiere Pro had updated the footage.
To create the title sequence, we used Adobe After Effects. We made a cohesive title sequence, positioning the text appropriately. To create transitional effects, we opened Bridge, selected the text and clicked on Animations. We then scrolled down to Browse Presets, where they appeared on Bridge. We found a simple fade in and clicked on it to apply it to the text. We repeated the process for all of our fade outs.
We had not used any of these technologies
created using Powtoon.